church had her whole life ahead of her. At just 19 years old, the young woman had recently graduated from Tumwater High School in Washington. On the night of February 23, 2010, Heather was heading home from work. She sent and received several text messages. This caused her to become distracted. She ran off the road and drove through a guardrail. The impact caused the driver's door to crash several feet into her vehicle. Heather died instantly. I'm sure all of you here realize that texting and driving is not a new thing. Some of you may have even participated in it at one time or another. According to an article published on voices.yahoo, there are several reasons why people tend to text and drive. The first is we live in a technology-obsessed culture where people are constantly on their phones. Second, Americans have become addicted to and feel like they have mastered the act of multitasking. Also, they feel a sense of urgency when they receive a text message. They feel like they must immediately answer it. Finally, people feel as though they're indestructible. They feel like nothing is going to happen to them. However, according to distraction.gov, it states that when texting and driving, it causes the crash rate to become 23 times more likely. People who text and drive not only put themselves at risk, but others on the road as well. They put themselves at risk for crash, death, and injuries. Apart from that, their mind is distracted and not focused on the road where it should be. According to distraction.gov again, this means that, or this is the equivalent of taking your eyes off the road for about 4.6 seconds on average, which means you could drive the length of a football field blind. There are preventative methods to keep from texting and driving. Once getting in the vehicle, you can turn your phone off, you can put it on silent, or you can keep it out of reach to resist the urge to grab your phone and check for messages or missed calls. Another solution that, according to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, 39 states have already implemented laws that ban texting and driving. 5 states have partial laws, which mean that unless you cause a wreck or an injury for someone, then you can't get in trouble. And there are 6 states that don't have any bans whatsoever. Another solution that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration has launched is they have implemented 2 pilot programs, one in Hartford, Connecticut, and one in Syracuse, New York. This was started in hopes to reduce the amount of drivers who text and drive. A year after being implemented, it stated that the program reduced texting and driving by 1/3. In Hartford, Connecticut, it went down by 72%, and in Syracuse, New York, it went down by 57%. Also, to reduce texting and driving, law enforcement also increased the number of citations. They increased it to 10,000 per each city. I hope that the facts and stories that I have shared with you tonight have not only opened your eyes to the dangers of texting and driving, but have also persuaded you not to partake in this deadly act. I want you to think back to the last text message you received. Would it be something that you would risk your life to answer? Taking your eyes off the road for a split second could not only alter your life, but the lives of others. By advocating campaigns and laws, hopefully the number of crashes and deaths will be reduced. But for now, be smart. Don't text and drive.